Mal O'Brien gets her mobility protocols from GoWatt, and you can too. During the Open, you can download their app for free and get customized mobility protocols for the Open tests. Go check out how they'll get you ready for 23.3. One more look at the tail of the tape presented by Wild Health. Mal O'Brien taking on Danielle Brandon, both ranked inside the top 5 in the worldwide rankings, both inside the top 4 at the CrossFit Games, both with podium aspirations here, and can't wait to see how this thing plays out. Going to be a lot of fun to watch. One more time, your recipe for success presented by Trifecta.
Again, I really think it's going to come down to no missed reps, Sean. Obviously, this is a short time cap, and so any missed reps are going to be too costly as far as the time goes, and too much energy that you're going to waste.
For the final time of the 2023 Open, down to Adrian Bosman, the competition director, to get us started.
10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go!
And here we go. Danielle Brandon and Mal O'Brien opening up with 5 wall walks, and you can see Danielle Brandon using both feet to hop up. That's something we haven't seen a lot.
No, she's super fast, and you know, this event to me is very reminiscent of the speed skills medley that we saw at the CrossFit Games last year. And guess who won it? Danielle Brandon. But guess who got 4th place in that event? Mal O'Brien. So I like this matchup. It's very similar in that you have to be precise and accurate, but you have to be fast and you have to push the pace.
Not to switch subjects here, but how about facing each other when you're trying to do the double unders and don't trip, don't trip. I know, yeah, exactly.
And even just keeping your rhythm, you know, like when you hear somebody else's rope, that can set you off.
No doubt, no doubt.
We're both done with the initial 50 double unders at the same time, and now on to the 15 snatches at 65 pounds. This should just be a minor inconvenience on their way through this test.
But I think, and you heard Danielle's coach, Matt Torres, say it, it's a little bit of a trap to go touch and go on these first ones, mainly because you're gonna fatigue those shoulders. You know, she had a quick little break there, and I think that could have been a really good move from Danielle Brandon.
I also see Danielle Brandon kind of flashing her fingers and releasing that hook grip during those snatches. Mel kind of hung on the whole time. I mean, believe it or not, the blood's got to go somewhere. So squeezing that whole time could actually affect her shoulders, and Danielle releasing the fingers might actually send some relief her way. So we'll see how that all pans out.
Well, Mal O'Brien, I think, has now gotten hit with 2 no reps. The first in her first set of wall walks, and now she just got hit with another on this second set of 5, but both she and Brandon just making quick work.
And again, that's when, you know, you want to move fast, but you got to move clean, because it can be costly. For these ladies, it's a matter of seconds. For the rest of us, it could be a matter of 10 to 20 seconds on a wall walk.
Absolutely. Mal Cowder here on the double unders that last round. We'll see what happens here.
They have 6 minutes to get through these first 2 rounds. That's not going to be a problem. But once they complete 137 reps, that time cap now extends to 9 minutes, and there's now 95 pounds on the barbell.
And what will be interesting, we saw both of your coaches move to singles on this barbell. What will these ladies do? Are they going to stick with that touch and go? 2 different approaches here.
Yeah, you kind of heard in the background, Coach Torres was telling DB, you know, singles might be the way to go. It looks like they're kind of sticking to that strategy, and Mel's over there in the back corner of her eye kind of, oh man, maybe I should go singles, maybe I should stick to my game plan. And that's the hardest part about being out there. It's like you kind of got to go with your gut feeling and what's feeling right in the movement, but also you have to keep that strategy in the back of your mind as well.
We just passed the halfway point of this first 6-minute window, just to give you a little perspective of what we're dealing with here.
And they're just about done. Mal's done. She could have almost had a 3-minute time cap on the first piece.
Well, now we move to the 20 strict handstand push-ups. Again, the standard is just part of your hand has to be touching that red line. You can't get help with the barbells, as you see some of our crew out there loading the barbell, or you can have multiple barbells waiting for you. That's all legal.
And Danielle just got a no rep there. Both so good on their hands. Curious to see where they take this and how they break things up once they start to feel that that fatigue settle in there.
Yep. Well, both have a gymnastics background, so not surprising that they're good on those hands.
Mal O'Brien now with 4 reps remaining. She's got to get to 157, then she'll move back to the jump rope. She's starting to put some distance between herself and Danielle Brandon here in round 3 of 4.
And I'm super excited to see what she's going to do with these heavier barbells. She's been working her little butt off trying to get stronger, and I can see that she's actually put on a little bit of mass there. So I'm excited to see what she throws up over her head tonight.
And again, you know, Mal might not have the top end strength that she's going to win events with, but she definitely has kind of that strength endurance. Like if you have a moderately heavy barbell, Mal does well, and she's only gotten stronger.
The girl can hang, and I will tell you, she's from Iowa, which is a neighbor to Nebraska, and we here in the Midwest, we just work until we get the job done, okay?
It's the great state of Iowa. Sure you add that in.
Okay, go Big Red.
Go Hawkeyes.
Mal making easy
She
work
looks
of that
comfortable.
125-pound barbell.
So smooth.
She's got 9 snatches to get through here.
Now 216 is the number she needs to hit, and then it's into the final round. And look, I don't want to take anything away from your coaches because they are extremely
Oh,
fit.
absolutely.
But you just see how good you have to be to get to this level.
Yes, yeah.
They're not even at the 6-minute time cap, and they're about to finish the 3rd iteration of this workout.
The final weight for the women is 155. Only 6 snatches there. And now the time cap has gone to 12 minutes. And for Mal O'Brien, and Danielle Brandon has 5 reps to go before she's done.
It's plenty of time. I think there's something to be said about the second set of 20 strict handstand push-ups. So I think she's doing just fine. I think she's right where she needs to be.
She has plenty of time, like
Absolutely.
you said, yeah. But Mal is just constantly chipping away. She takes a quick break on her hands and even off of her hands. You see her take a breath when she's upside down.
You can see her pull those shoulder blades down, just kind of like, woo, relax a little bit.
She only has 5 remaining. 236 is the mark she's got to hit to move back to the jump rope, and then it's those 6 final snatches at 155 as Mal O'Brien is just tearing her way through this test. And Danielle Brandon is now back to the handstand push-ups for the final time.
Notice both of those athletes pushing their head back towards that plexiglass, and as they press through, bringing that head forward just like you would with a dumbbell strict press, shoulder press, or a barbell shoulder press. It's definitely great technique there.
.286 is where Mal O'Brien is trying to get to on these double unders. Shouldn't be a problem. And then it's back to the barbell for 6 final snatches.
At 155 pounds for these ladies.
Danielle Brandon, meanwhile, is 7 reps shy of closing out her final set of handstand push-ups as Mal O'Brien gets her hands on the barbell for the first time, and rep number 1 is good.
That is so impressive, Stacy. She'd step back,
I know.
step right back to the bar at 155 pounds. I think that bar weighs about 20 pounds more than she does.
My jaw up off the table, folks. I'm just sitting here just so impressed with these ladies.
We were talking earlier about being this good this young, and I can't fathom that. I mean, you were an incredible athlete,
No.
but at 19,
Well, and what's impressive is not just how good she is, but her drive and her discipline to get even better. So it's a mixture of like talent and athleticism and determination.
Mal O'Brien is done, and it was right around the 8-minute mark. We'll have to wait for her official time. And Danielle Brandon skipped the double under, so those reps are not going to count at 155.
Hey, but she knows she can get underneath
Yeah,
55 in a power snatch, so she should have some confidence rolling into the barbell after those double unders.
What an effort from Mal O'Brien. I mean, that is, again, we're waiting on the official time. That's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
I think that gymnastics background also helps. We all know how challenging and how difficult mentally and physically the sport of gymnastics is. that definitely carries into the sport of CrossFit. I mean, you have to have a little bit of both. Get a little gritty and, you know, get after some things a few times and take on challenges.
Danielle Brandon, now let's give her due. She still has more than 3 minutes to complete 6 snatches.
And we know she's going to have no trouble snatching this bar, like you just said, Stacy.
Yeah.
She got one out of the way, even if it was accidental.
I know, yeah. Yeah, she just needs to finish this work now, take her time, set herself up.
5 snatches to go, almost 3 minutes still on the clock.
Looking great.
Danielle Brandon coming off a career best 4th place finish at the CrossFit Games last year, as we talked all day long here at podium aspirations in 2023.
Nice. That one looked even better than the first two.
She's definitely getting better as she continues through these, yes. And the crowd behind her, so no doubt they'll root with her until the final rep is complete.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Now 2 reps remaining for Danielle Brandon.
Could you snatch 155 6 times, Sean? No, Stacy.
No.
I know Stacy can.
No, I could not. Not in my current physical state. Yes, no.
I hope I get to that point in this workout.
Yeah.
Well, I will not need to worry about it. And Danielle Brandon is now done, and that will close out 23.3. But Mal O'Brien just blitzing through the entirety of that test, all 292 reps, right around 8 minutes.
And you know what's so impressive? Her face never even changes. You know, the expression on her face never changes. Her movement is clean and solid all the way through.
She's in the zone, man. She just looks relaxed.
Yeah.
That jaw is so relaxed. Those cheeks are in the moment. She's doing her thing out there.
The only thing more dangerous than God-given talent and a just absolute maniacal drive is to have a coach that was a champion, a multi-year champion, right?
Not a bad thing to have in your corner.
Well, we have the unofficial results. Mal O'Brien at 7:58. Danielle Brandon comes in at 10:20. Mal O'Brien trying to win the Worldwide Open once again, and
it's hard
that
to
is
imagine
certainly going to put her much closer to achieving that. But let's take a look back at it. And early on, I mean, it was neck and neck, but things really started to separate once we got to the strict handstand push-ups.
Right, Danielle was so fast on those wall walks, and like you said, Stacy, I think Mal had 1 or 2 no reps on the wall walks. They were pretty much head-to-head on the double unders. But it was when they finished this bar, you could see Danielle decided to break it up just a little bit. Mal was able to go basically muscle snatch that bar all the way through. And this is right where Mal kind of started to separate herself on the second round of wall walks. She had a no rep there, but you know, she's so cool and calm under pressure. It didn't even phase her. She just goes right back, does another one. 95 pounds. She does some touch and go. She does some singles. I like that she kind of just did whatever felt right in the moment. And then it was these handstand push-ups where Mal really just set herself apart between her and Danielle. She had big sets on those handstand push-ups. No trouble, no trips on any of her double unders.
Not at all.
And then absolutely manhandled the barbell.
Super impressive by both.
Yeah. So smooth, and then this 155 pounds, which again I think is about 20 pounds over body weight. Never missed a beat, never missed a snatch. And this was the final one to pretty much seal that sub 8-minute time.
She takes one step back, she puts her hand on one ring, puts the other on the other ring, gets her hook grip set, and boom, away she goes.
And just looks like she went for a strenuous walk.
Effortless.
7:58 for Mal O'Brien, that's unofficial, and then 10:20 for Danielle Brandon. Down to the competition floor, Caleb Banfield is